Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's using the beautiful new Most Wonderful Time product medley. So this is coming out in the catalogue, and we had the Everything is Rosy product medley in May, I think it was, but it was only around for 1 month. This is around for the whole catalogue. I want to say it's £64. I can't remember what that is in euros, but it's £9 cheaper than the other one. So you get the box, and you need to buy the stamps separately, but they actually are beautiful as a standalone, and they're 2-step stamps. And in here, no, you don't buy them separately, it comes with it. I'm being a bit dim. Scrap that, it comes with it. Okay, so you get the stamp set. You get dies to go with it, which are all of these. So they cut out those shapes, cut out those, the trees, there's a star, an angel for the top, that's for the other tree. So you get those with it. You get this lovely tinsel ribbon, which is charming. So, ooh, some stars. And then in here you get a whole load of papers, which are bundled up and muddled up. You get loads and loads of paper. Where's the papers? Where do the papers start? From there. So they're gorgeous. How delightful are those? They're double-sided, and I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you get 8 of each. You get a lot of each. Loads of them. Let me count. I haven't used any of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 of each. And those ones, you get 8 of those. 8 of those ones, 8 of this one, which I'm going to be using, and 8 of this one. Just lovely. So you get all of those, and I don't remember how many there are in total, and then you get loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of sheets of die cuts. You also get these smaller pieces of cardstock, so it's all about the gold foiling on it. And oh, there's my light. So all of those, one side has all got gold on it. So these are plain white one side, and then gold on the other. Just lovely. And then all these sheets of die cut stickers. They are stickers, not die cut shapes. And I think you get a couple of each of them. So there's a few of those, 2 of that one. There's a couple of that one. There must be 2 of that one, but I've obviously used up a load because if you have a look for my free PDF tutorial bundle this month, I am using this set in it. So you can get that with an order over £45, €60, you get it for free, or you can buy it. So I'm going to scooch that all out to one side because I'm going to put together this bag, because it's just lovely, and it's, can you see the gold on there, on the gifts? Just gorgeous. So that was a real red one. This one is Old Olive, 8 by 11 inches, 20 by 28 centimetres. On the long side, score it at 4.5 and 6.5, which is 11.5 and 16.5 centimetres. And on the short side, score it at 2 and 6, which is 5 and 15 centimetres. Okay, so an easy to put together bag. There's my bone folder. The children are outside, they're scootering outside, and we have a terrace, a patio outside the back door, and the window behind me, it's not directly behind me, but it's behind me. They're under there, they're down there scootering. They're doing jumps off the decking onto the patio, obviously, because you know they can. So what I've done is I've cut into the square to just so that it closes up nicely. You can hear the rumble of the wheels. Okay. So that's the box ready to put together, but I want to put the DSP on first. Now, I could have gone like that, but I felt, on my original one, it felt, silly as it sounds, a little bit lost. So I decided to back it with black cardstock. So because the bag finishes up at 2 inches by 4 by 4.5, I decided to do all my layers a similar size, just 1/8 of an inch, you know, like 0.3 of a centimetre shorter. So this one is 3 7/8 by 4 3/8, which in metric you're going to go for 9.8 by 11.3 centimetres. And then this one, to go over the top with just a diddy little border, 3 3/4 by 4 1/4, which is 9.5 by 11. Okay, so where's my liquid glue? Because it's such a fine border. Whoops. I need to put liquid glue on so I can wibble it about if necessary. So I'll put that on there, and then that gives me room to move if necessary. And then the same on here. And although the candy canes go in all sorts of different directions, I did like it that way up a bit better. Don't ask me why, I just did. Okay, so while I've got glue out, I might as well use this on here. So this one is going to stick to the naked side. I think we'll call it the naked side, because the bit where I've got the patterned paper is going to wrap round and become the front. So I'm just going to hold those on. I'm really tempted to send a text message to my husband saying, can you just ask the children to not be out there shouting at one another? Okay. You need about 8 pairs of hands sometimes when you're making box projects with glue. With wet glue, I should say. There we go, so that's on there. So I'm just going to let that dry fully and pull back out, all of this one, because I want to get the die cut shapes out again. Because I'm going to do the tiniest little bit of stamping, but it's going to be about the die cuts today. So I'm going to pull out one of these banners. And I think I'm going to, do you know what, I'm going to pull out the stamp first. So I want to go with Deck the Halls, I think. And I want to see which one it fits on. So is it going to fit? It needs to go on the bigger one. So we'll take Deck the Halls. And like I say, because it's a sticker, I can't take it off the block yet. And my Mento ink. Oops. First time of stamping, so you kind of have to stamp the newness off. And on there. Okay, so although it's a sticker, I do want to elevate it a little bit, and so dimensionals will do that nicely for me. I'll pop that on there. And I'm going to take a couple of these candy canes, but I'm going to go with this one and the one going the opposite. Oh, I haven't got one going the opposite direction. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'll have a smaller one going in the opposite direction. So, and they are stickers, so I can just tuck them in there and there. And I want to make it a sort of ish kind of heart shape, but that's okay. Right, and now to finish, I've got the tinsel stuff. Oh, that's just wrapped itself around my finger. And I'm going to start with it over on one side. I'm gently pressing in, and I don't want it to close completely. I want it to peep open a little bit. And round a couple of times. If I take it a third time, that's going to keep it shut. And I can tie a little knot, and I'd suggest tying a bow, but you'd never know you'd tied a bow because it's lovely and twinkly and crinkly and pretty, and it curls itself up. And that, I think, is a rather lovely Christmas box. Don't you think? Easy peasy. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me with all the gold shimmer going on. You see it on there. Gorgeous. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.